The show is about to start. Places. The show is about to start. You have to show a look, have a look, or give a look. Faces. Beautiful. No one ugly allowed. Are you ready? Here we go. Fashion is the art. Designers are the gods. Models play the part of angels in the dark. Which one of you would ever dare to go against? That beauty is a trade and everyone is paid. Fashionista. How do you look? Fashionista. How do you look? New York, London, Paris, Milan, Tokyo. She's got it all. A symbol of excellence. She's got it all. She's got it all. All the elements, a symbol of excellence. Shining, she is so flawless, incredible illusionist. Miss Gay America. Miss Gay America. The best of the best. She is beauty, she is grace. Perfect in every way. Miss Gay America.
Good evening, everyone. It is me, Miss Morgan, your Miss Gay Pennsylvania America 2023. Thank you for tuning in tonight on a special evening. Tonight, it is election day, and I know that you want to take some time out of your day to check out the Let's Get Down to Excellence. This is the Contestants Edition, and it is the final Contestants Edition. We've rounded out all 14 contestants by the end of this evening, and I hope you find your favorites and all the ones that you're going to cheer for. So with that being said, I do want to just keep everyone in the loop what's going on in Pennsylvania right now and the Pennsylvania system. So we have on the MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com website. Excuse me for 1 second. Let me just turn this down right quick, because I want to pay attention to all of you, and the noise is just not working. All right, so anywho, so first and foremost, actually, let's just recharge your boot refresh, because it's just been a wild day with the election and me working at the hospital, but I'm here now with you great people. I want you to hit that share button, because the more people we bring in, the more people that will fall in love with the Miss Gay Pennsylvania America system, as well as the Miss Gay America system as a whole. But that being said, I want to talk about MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com. And if you didn't hear me say it once, I'll say it again. It says it right down below. Check out MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com, where you can find merch and support the sisterhood. You can also find on there is the People's Choice Award, which is something new that we're doing this year for the Pennsylvania system, where when you donate to the person of choice, half the money is going to go to the PH pageant system, as well as the other half is going to go to the contestants' charity of choice. So if you haven't heard the charities of choices, we'll post it most likely on the MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com website, but also you can rewatch all the other contestant videos, where you can see all the new contestants that you haven't seen already, as well as their charity of choice. So check out MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com for that. Also, you can get your tickets for the big weekend, which is like a mere, I think, 10 days away. I'm not great with numbers and dates, but I believe it's almost 10 days away. So November 15th in Pottstown at Rivet, they're housing the Formers Review Show, which is going to be absolutely fabulous. And I just heard today that Miss Gay America herself, Desi Love Blake, is going to be performing there as well. So you are not going to want to miss that evening. So you can get your tickets, guess where? At MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com. But also, the extra special day is the following day at Sunnybrook Ballroom. That's in Pottstown. It's on November 16th. You can get your tickets now. And if you're looking to get the VIP section ticket sales close on Saturday. So definitely check that out and tell all your friends. So, with all that paperwork and fun things that you're going to check out later on, let's get down to the contestants tonight because I'm so excited to bring the final three, but last but certainly not least of the 14 contestants for you to meet tonight. So, without further ado, let's bring them on and chat. So, the first one that I have bringing on right now, her name is Mia Ho Moore. She is your Miss Gay Pittsburgh America 2024. Hello, Angel. How are you?
Wonderful, blessed, and happy. How about you?
I love that. All the same good vibes because it's going to be a good vibe evening. I can feel it already.
I
If
agree.
you want to would you mind taking a second just to introduce yourself to everyone watching and a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Let's Get Down to Excellence. My name is Johnny Ma. I go by that name during the day. At nighttime, I go by the name of Mia Ho Moore. Born and raised in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Currently reside in Easton, Pennsylvania, which is like the sticks of Pennsylvania. But it's okay. I have a roof over my head. Like I said before, I'm blessed and happy. I'm really excited to do this. Let's get down to it.
I love it. And I love that your fish tank is right behind you too. It's super adorable.
Absolutely, it's my passion.
I
Yeah, it has
can't
to do with
imagine
okay.
cleaning that. I can't imagine cleaning that. I'm sure it's a project.
Oh, it is.
So, well, thank you. I appreciate you joining us tonight, and I can't wait to hear everyone this evening. So, up next, we have another contestant. She comes as Miss Gay Gettysburg 2024 first alternate, Alize La Diamond. Hello, Alize. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm great. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I love your Miss Gay America 2024 pageant. Lasted.
Just simple,
I love
promotion.
a simple symbol of excellence. Say that 15,000 times.
Uh,
I love that. Do you mind saying hi to everyone real quick and just give a little bit of intro about yourself?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. I am Alizayla Diamond. I am all the way from Hanover, Pennsylvania. I am your current first alternate Miss Gay Gettysburg America 2024. I am excited to be able to join this class this year because I am the first, I believe I am making history this year by being the first trans woman to compete with the boys.
Mm-hmm. And I love that. And we can definitely, I would love to get into that a little bit too. We don't have to fully tell your whole story because if you want to save that story for later, but it would be something really fun to talk about too, because I think it's special. Last but certainly not least, the 14th contestant brought on tonight is she is your reigning Miss Gay Philadelphia America 2024 Miss Lucy Moth. Hello, lovely. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Morgan? Looking gorgeous as always.
Oh, I feel gorgeous. Thank you. But it's great to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Do you mind just saying hello to everyone in the viewers land and just tell them a little about yourself?
Absolutely. Hello and good evening, distinguished panel of judges and everyone here tonight. My name is Lucy Moth. I'm contestant number gorgeous and stunning. I am a drag entertainer and female illusionist here in Philadelphia, as well as a seamstress. I have my own artwork design business called House of Moth Creations. And I'm so excited to be a part of this lovely cast. I'm excited to meet new people, see everyone from last year, and just have a night full of entertainment.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much as well for joining. And, the three of you, you've just been so patient waiting a few weeks to get on this fabulous thing called Let's Get Down to Excellence. So I appreciate you being so patient with me and just being a part of this as well. It means the world to me. So that being said, what I've been doing is with all the contestants, the first thing I love talking about is something fun and exciting, right? So obviously it's going to be really fun and exciting on November 16th at the Miss Gay Pennsylvania America 2024 pageant. But I want everybody to go around, if you feel comfortable, going around and just kind of telling everyone watching a category that you're super excited about and why. Not to put you on the spot, Mia, but since I brought you on first, do you mind going first for us this round?
Not at all. Alrighty, so if I had to pick a category that I'm super excited about, it will always and forever be evening gowns. If you ask why, I can tell you why. It's because I get a good feeling and a good sense of, confidence when I'm in gown. I feel elegant. It's the most elegant category in the competition, and it just gives me a good sense of power, and I just feel good about myself.
I love that. I love that. I do like gown too. One, I cannot walk for anything in this world, but I do love that feeling of knowing that, like, when you put the dress on and the hair is right and the jewels are matching perfectly, you just feel that, like, it's that empowerment moment that you worked hard to get to this space. And I agree with you. It's just you have to, and then get out there and just shine like you look, right? So
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
I can't walk for crap, but that's okay.
Or you can.
I can't. It is okay. Um, Alize, what's the category that you're most excited about and why?
I am actually super excited about evening gown as well. Growing up, I would always be the little girl that would wrap herself up in sheets and wear her mom's heels. So I love being able to model dresses, evening gown, whatever it is, because my runway strut is
Okay, I love that. Now, don't forget with that runway strut that you're working it out, Mama. You got to make sure you remember there's 3 points to the walk, right? We got the upside down triangle. Hit the back first, and then one of the other sides, and hit the other one, and then you do your thing.
Yes.
And I finally did send out the track for the gown walk, so everyone has plenty of time to practice it in here because it's something special I want to do because I think we have such an amazing class this year of contestants, and I just wanted to do something nice for everyone because I know you all are working very hard to make this an amazing evening, and I know it's going to be nothing less than amazing. So yeah, Lucy, what is the category that you're excited for and why?
I have
And
to
if
say first of all, I love the song choice for Evening Gown. I'm not going to give it away, but I'm going to have a hard time like not singing it while I'm
Right.
well, at least it'll make you smile. That's good.
for sure. Just to be a little different, my favorite category, the one that I'm most looking forward to, is talent. It's something that I have the most fun putting together in the process of leading up to the talent. And then just on the day, like the sense of excitement and pride that I feel about putting something together, working as a team with other people, working with choreographer, with dancers, and coming together to put on a show and really show who I am, which is an entertainer, is the most exciting for me.
That's fabulous. I love it. What I'm excited about this year, and I can't stop talking about, is that I get to watch 14 talents and I don't have to do anything but watch. And that's really cool. And that's really cool and humbling to me because I know how talented the 14 of you all are. And I get to be a part of it. That's just that amazing moment. So thank you all in advance. I'm surprised no one said on stage question. I mean,
that is my Achilles heel.
it is. Well,
My Achilles heel. I am the first one to admit it.
I'm screaming. Well, before we get into the Achilles heel, I just want to bop back with Lucy with the talent. And then we can, and also please, Mia and Alize, please come in the conversation. I just want to just kind of bop in a couple more things just to keep in mind, right? Because my biggest thing, and I have to remind myself that as well, every time I'm competing, is that I think of my scoring as at 100 points, right? And I don't want to lose a single point moving forward. So just make sure that you're reading the handbook and looking through the checklist of things that could deduct some points. I love talent because this is an opportunity for each and every contestant to be their authentic self. Everyone knows how to perform, but can you perform and tell yourself or show the creativity that you have within inside you, which I love that. And I've seen everyone's talents from the other prelims that I know that everyone has such unique styles and it's going to be completely epic. But that being said, I just wanted little fun side notes. Just make sure you're lip syncing your words, obviously. Make sure that you're not having your dancers outshine your dancing. And my other biggest suggestion, and you can take it if you want, is that if you have something on stage that you're not using throughout your production, don't even put it on stage. Because it may be a distraction or something mishaps with it, then that's a point deducted. That's a little fun fact for you. I wouldn't be talking from experience either. So, all right, why don't we shift gears and why don't we go around about and talk about a category that you may be being more focused on because you want to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's because this is a category that could be an Achilles heel in a sense. Thank you, Alize. And actually, if not to put you on the spot, Alize, can I have you first kind of discuss about the onstage question? If that's, I'm assuming, is the one that yours most focused on and why?
So for me, it's always been my Achilles heel because like when I get the question, I overthink it. So I know what I have to say, but I overthink it and then I start getting long-winded.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, ugh. And then when I'm done answering the question and I hand the mic over, I'm like, man, I should have just went with my first thought.
And that is exactly what I was going to tell you, is that if whatever that first thought is in your head, that's most likely it is the right answer because it's the right answer within yourself, right? And just as long as you're able to eloquently get that answer out, you can kind of deviate a little bit and embellish a little bit more. I mean, don't talk for 5 minutes, but like, but you can add some depth to the answer, but just as long as you just get into the meat of it right off the gate, so you're not trying to so the judges don't have to find the answer within what you're saying. You gave the answer, and then if you go off on a different tangent, I mean, I wouldn't do that either, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing with that is listen to the question, and even if you know the question or the answer that you have within you, just look at the paper and just take a deep breath. Look through the paper. Take a second, because the moment that you start talking is when they start scoring you. So, and I've done this as well, where I'll get the question, I'll be reading it, and I'll be like, oh, I know the answer. So I'm like, got it. And I like jump right in. And sometimes I stumble within myself because I didn't take that deep breath to just calm down and make everything connect real quick first before I communicate. On-stage question is not easy because one, you have to quickly get your track mind together to answer your question. Make sure you're saying it eloquently, but also you're having people, watching you present the answer, right? So it can be nerve-wracking, but that's why I always just say to myself, take deep breaths. You got this. And then I always just say, speak from your heart too, because you can't go wrong. Because a lot of times when you're speaking from your heart and you're just doing it, you say less you say less likes, and you get your point across. But yeah, I get it. It can be nerve-wracking, but my other big suggestion is have people ask you questions, and then just answer them.
Yeah, that's what I have. My sister, my drag sister, she's been helping me with that.
That's fierce. Yeah, and like I said, and the more questions you get asked, a lot of times you'll see things, you're answering them similarly, so it can help you navigate when you're on stage answering the question.
Yeah.
When all of you were when all 14 contestants are in top 5. And that being said too, I don't know if I've discussed it on live, but for the night of the pageant with the 14 contestants, the categories will be as gown, then it will be a personal interview during the day for everyone, then gown for everyone, then talent, and then the top 5 will be announced, and then that's when the top 5 will do the question and answer on stage. So I don't know if that was communicated to everyone, but it is now, and we'll make sure it is in the chat. Lucy, is there a category that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's?
For sure. I will share the same sentiment. I think that on-stage question and answer can be challenging, but I also think that it's one of the most important ones because as a show host, you know how important what you say on the mic is. And I think that especially in this time and today being this very crazy election, is that what you say on the mic carries a lot of weight. And I think that because of how important it is, and every time we're on a mic and every time that we are out, we are representing not only ourselves, but the rest of the community. So I think that it's a lot of pressure to say the right thing, but also from the heart and make it be genuine.
Sure. And I agree with that. I feel like people are always watching and listening, especially when you put yourself out there and you're in that vulnerable space where you're just trying to be your authentic self and achieve your goals. But then there's so many people that look up to the performers and people competing and people who win and doing this, that, and the other, and just doing the good things. And I do have to say it's very commendable for everyone who gets up on a stage to speak or to perform and make a message out there, because you're right, people are listening. And so yeah, Mia.
Oh lordy lord.
If you say, no,
What was that?
I was gonna say, if you say question and answer too, but I'm just kidding. You can. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Well, I would have to say question and answer as well.
Mm.
For me personally, it is a struggle for me to comprehend when someone is reading something to me or saying something to me. It takes me a second to, process that. That's why, if you notice, if you ever watch me do question and answer, I always read the paper. I take my time
Mhm.
reading the paper so I can pick up each and every single detail to the question so I can answer it to my best ability as I can.
Mhm.
Another problem I have with question and answer and speaking in general is, if you haven't caught it already, I do speak very fast naturally. And oftentimes judges have a hard time understanding what I'm saying. So it does count against me in a sense.
Sure.
When I do speak slowly, it causes me to overfocus and stutter, which is not a good thing.
Mhm.
So I would most definitely have to say question and answer.
Well, I feel like you having an awareness of it can be very helpful, right? So you're aware of it. So it's just a matter of taking that deep breath and reminding yourself of the things that you're already aware of before you speak, right? Because I do the same thing. Like I have to remind myself of all my things that I want to make sure I kind of have worked on, be executed instead of forgetting about it because I'm nervous or whatever else I'm focusing on when they hand me that microphone. Another thing that I did want to point out, because you said about reading a question and making sure that you're reading every word of it to make sure you're understanding it. And it's also very important to remember that some questions can be a two-part question. So if you're getting a two-part question, making sure that you're answering both parts of the question to really round out the answer to get full credit for that.
Right.
Which can be tricky sometimes too, but just as long as you take your deep breaths and just answer it slowly and poised, you'll be just fine. So gown, everyone feels good about gown. Well, I know that Mia loves gown. I know that Lucy, do you love gown too?
You know what? I didn't before, and I think that I fell in love with it when I did Philly this year. And I think I felt so beautiful and I felt so confident in my walk and how I was presenting myself. And I'm more like excited for it. I drag in general, it's all about the glamour for me, and it's the most glamorous moment. And so this time I'm gonna remember to take my time, soak it all up, remind myself how beautiful I look, and yeah.
And lip sync the words to the
Yes.
walk. Now, I mean, why don't we just dish a little bit about gowns, if that's okay? I mean, is it okay if we just chat a little bit about like the excitement about gowns? Like, did you make your gowns, girls, or did you purchase, borrow? Like, can I get a little scoopy about that? You don't have to give detail about the gowns, but I'm just curious about.
So I borrowed mine, but let's just say that it's the perfect gown for me, and I'm excited to show you what it is.
I'm excited, and you know what? That smile on your face, just keep that smile when you're walking, because you can tell that you're excited about it. Lucy, Mia,
I purchased mine, and it has been embellished by me and the House of Ma family.
okay. Oh my gosh, what does it mean embellished? I'm so excited to see it. Mia, did you make your, because your seamstress, because the reason why I kind of asked is because I know that Lucy's, Alize, I don't know if you sew.
I do.
You do as well.
I do.
Look
Sewing
at
girls.
this. Oh my god, I love this, and I like to pretend that I can too.
You can. I've seen it.
I can. I just wish I had more time to do it. I would be very nervous to undertake a gown though, like a competitive gown, because that's nerve-wracking. But speaking of that, Mia, did you?
Yeah, I did make the shell of my gown.
Okay.
However, I sent it out to a designer to have it beaded. For this gown this year, I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone when it comes to the design because I'm very
Okay.
asymmetrical with a little bit of solid lines. This
Okay.
time around, I decided to really step out of my comfort zone, and I really hope it works in my favor because the gown itself is absolutely breathtaking.
I respect that. I love that. I think it's very important sometimes to go outside that box a little bit because, being vulnerable helps you raise that bar for yourself too, to be honest with you. And
Amen.
you're not going to know other things that you like unless you try it, right? I think
Amen.
that's cool. I love that. Does everyone have their hair ready to go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's slicked.
She's ready to go. I love it. I love it. Don't worry. I'll be sitting there in my beautiful dress, just watching and not walking at all. I'll wear the highest heels imaginable just because I know I don't have to walk in them.
We're the 6-inch stilettos, honey.
Period. And that's all you're going to see, the pink 6-inch stilettos, because what? The theme is too pure to be pink. And those that are watching right now, if you want to get tickets to November 16th pageant, you can check out the link below. It's the MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com and buy your tickets. But speaking of that, actually, why don't we just kind of transition? Because I do want to kind of keep this to 30, 45, because I know it is a big night as well with the election and everything. And I don't want to take up too much of your time. And I am very thankful of your time today. But what if we go through, because I am talking about the MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com website, and on that website is the People's Choice Award. And I just want to talk about a little bit more about it again. For those who are just joining. And by the way, if you're just joining, please hit that share button. The more people we bring in, the more people fall more in love with the Miss Gay Pennsylvania America pageant system. But we have the People's Choice Award. It's new this year, where what happens is that people who are fans of a system or supporters or just getting to know us a little bit more want to be a part of what's going on. They go onto the website and they can select 1, 2, or as many as you want of contestants, and you can donate to them. And the contestant who raises the most money wins. And what that means is that half the pot will go towards the contestant's charity of choice, and the other half goes towards the Pennsylvania America system and the sisterhood, which I think is super special too. So what I've been doing on the lives is I've been having everyone go around and kind of talk up a little bit about their charity. And if you don't have a charity of choice right now, I'd love to hear just maybe some focuses that maybe you're interested in on supporting, if that's cool. Lucy, can I start with you, if that's okay, since you haven't started yet?
Totally. I'm very excited. My charity that I will be putting the money towards is the Atticus Center in Philadelphia, which I believe Jayla Rosemore also mentioned as well before. They are a great organization. I've worked with them before. They do a lot of fabulous work in Philly, especially with LGBTQ plus youth. Help them transition into society and provide a lot of services to help. So that is my charity. And yeah.
I love that. Thank you. Alize?
So the charity that I chose is the National Center for Transgender Equality, and they help with discriminating or ending discrimination, social justices, and helping with legal defense system against transgender people.
That's fierce. And Mia?
Sorry. So my charity of choice is the American Cancer Society. 2 weeks ago, I lost my father-in-law to stage 4 esophageal cancer. So I want to do it for him.
Well, I thank you for sharing, first of all, and I'm sorry to hear about your loss. And you know that you have a lot of people around that love you and want to support you and your family and all that great stuff. But I you know what? Sometimes, it's important to talk about these things too, because there's people out there that need that support too. And you definitely, if you don't know it now, you definitely should know that you have a lot of support around you. But you know what, it's very interesting because when had an opportunity and blessed to be able to hear everyone's charity of choices, there's always a reason for the choices of the charity, which is very unique and special because, you know, everyone is different. Everyone is exposed to different things in their life. And it's just amazing to see how there's one eye-opening that there's so many facets and avenues of things that need help. And if we don't talk about it, then the work isn't getting done. And I think that as performers or people that are, like Lucy said, they're listening on stage or just paying attention to what we're doing, you know, they look to what are we helping out with? And people are more prone to help out if we talk about it. So, I mean, if I ever get a microphone, I'm talking about Nurse Morgan Helps, which is a charity that raises money and awareness for at-risk youth for the LGBTQI plus community. And I'm a 501c LLC nonprofit organization. So I always love talking about it. See how I did that right there? But no, I'm very excited to see how that goes because, like I said, I've never, with the Pennsylvania system, we haven't done this yet. So I'm excited to see the turnout and see the response from the viewers and the people's choice. So, but thank you so much for sharing, the three of you, with that. Well, we have a little bit more time. Is there anything that you three want to talk about? Because we kind of bopped through it pretty fast.
How was it your reign? How was your reign?
Oh, my reign. That's a fabulous question. It's been absolutely wonderful and humbling. We'll start there because there's so many people that are there to support and help. And something that I had to teach myself is that it's okay to allow other people to help because, you know, you just can't do everything. It will drive you absolutely bananas. And you know what, just a little tag with that too, when you're starting to, as days are getting closer and closer to the big day, making sure that you have your right crew of people with you that are going to be there to help you during the pageant day, like your dressers and support system and XYZ, because those are the people that are your ride or dies till the end of the night, right? That are going to keep you uplifted and making sure that everything's set up for success for you. And that's kind of what I felt this year. I felt there was 7 prelims, which is absolutely insane to think that I went through 7 prelims, but it still was humbling because I got to see all of you all perform and put your hearts out there. Like, it's a very special experience when you get to sit in a personal interview and see someone be vulnerable and answer questions and speak from their heart, because I'm usually on the other end of it where I'm doing it myself. So that was really cool to see this year. I'm very, 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 very excited for my step down because there's a lot of fun things that are going to be happening. Number one, it's at Sunnybrook Ballroom in Pottstown. So it's just like beautiful, huge venue. It's right there. And what's really cool about it is it's like, one, is an enormous stage. Like, so everyone's talents or whatever they're doing can really shine on that stage. But what I like about number 2, we have a lot of tickets sold already. So it's going to be a production. So I'm excited for that for all of you, because that energy in the room is going to help you even more, how I feel. And also I love the theme and I love the opening numbers. So I hope everyone comes out and checks out the night of the pageant. But yeah, like I said, it's just been a lot. I'm excited to pass the torch and support the next Miss Gay Pennsylvania America and be part of that sisterhood. But like I said, it's just been a cool ride.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you for asking. And make sure you get a good team around you for that big day. I can't say that enough.
Amen to that.
I can't say that enough. So yeah, so like I said, if you don't have any other questions, I mean, I really appreciate your time today and really just putting yourself out there and just letting the followers and viewers and fans see a little bit about you before the big day, which is on November 16th. So why don't we wrap up a little early, because I know it is a big night anyway for the election, and I'm kind of anxious to see what's going on too. But you three and the 14 all contestants are very important to me, and I wouldn't miss this for the world. So why don't we say goodbye and bid you adieu? I'm going to just one by one have you just say goodbye, and I'll say goodbye to you as well. How's that sound?
Awesome.
Sounds
Good. All right, why don't we just do it as we brought on Lucy? Lucy, you were the last one. Mia, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You're such a sweet angel, and I'm excited to see everything that you put out there on stage. And yeah, why don't you just say goodbye, and we'll see you soon.
Goodbye, everybody. Once again, don't forget, November 16th, Sunnybrook Ballroom. Don't forget.
All right, thank you, honey, for joining. I really appreciate it. All right, Alize. You know what, Alize, real quick, I just want to ask you, and actually, hold on, I'll put Mia back on real quick. Mia, I wanted to ask Alize real quick and put her on the spot, but I did not want you thinking that I didn't want you to be a part of it. So I'm bringing you right back in real quick, girl. But I will say goodbye to you again. But Alize, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I just want to kind of chat for a second for viewers that are watching about being the first trans woman in Pennsylvania to compete against the boys. How does that feel? Like, what? I know how I feel. I want to know how you feel.
So for me, it is an honor to be able to compete against the boys. For me, I've known about the MGA system since 2021 when I competed against Krishnara at Miss Stallions. Divinity was the current Miss
Yeah.
I heard about it. I went and I saw what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to be able to compete against you all. And I was just like, there has to be a way. There has to be a way to be able to compete. Because, like, in order to be the best, you have to compete against the best. That's my motto.
Amen to that. I stand by that.
I reached out to Desi, your current reigning MGA, and I asked her what were the rules, and she said that I was allowed to compete if I didn't have any surgeries, which I don't at the time. I'm not on hormones, but I can use my proper pronouns, and I can dress how I dress normally in my everyday life to compete. So when I got the green light to go, I was so excited, and I competed. I obviously didn't win, but that lit my fire. Now that I'm able to compete with the 14 of you, like the 13 of you, I'm able to compete. I'm ready. I'm ready to show you what a year's preparation of waiting has done, and I'm ready to just not make it easy for any of you.
I think it's I think it's fantastic. Here's how I look at I am very passionate about the Miss Gay America system as a whole, and what it stands for, and the sisterhood, and just really building it up. And I was very impressed with, not only are they opening up a new division and having the Femme division, which, if you haven't gotten your tickets for the Femme division for nationals this year in Little Rock, Arkansas, make sure you get them, because it's going to be a pageant. But that being said, I just think it's absolutely fantastic that the America system is continuing to mold and work with everyone. And I think that's fantastic. And, it has been said time and time again, you can identify yourself as however you want to identify yourself as, and you compete. And I think it's great. And I think it's great that when you go in a personal interview, you can wear how you feel most yourself.
Yep.
And I think it's so special. And, I always just also suggest, no matter however you feel, however you identify yourself, and whatever you decide to wear, just make sure it's not distracting in personal interview, because you want to make sure they're listening to what you have to say and not what you're wearing. But I appreciate, Alize, you sharing a little bit about it, because it's important to talk about it, right? Because I think there's other females out there that want to compete, right?
Yes.
And I think it's very important to let them know that you can.
Yep.
I mean, yes, there is a little bit of a stipulation to it, but you still have that opportunity.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate it. So, all right, Mia, I'm going to say goodbye again. I love you so much. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. All right, Alize, thank you for joining tonight. Do you want to just take a second and just say goodbye to the viewers, and I'll bid you adieu?
Sure. This is Alizé Diamond reporting, signing off from Hanover, Pennsylvania. I will see you guys on November 16th in Pottsville at Miss Gay Pennsylvania America 2024 pageant. Please vote for me for your fan favorite. And I will see you soon.
That's fantastic. Thank you again so much. I'll talk to you soon, love.
Bye.
All right, Lucy. Last but certainly not least of the 14 contestants, thank you for joining tonight.
Thank you for having
And
me.
I love how you have in the background all your costumes and well, it's my honor. All your fabulous costumes and things that you've made. I'm kind of jealous. Do you mind taking a second just saying goodbye to everybody, and I'll bid you adieu as well? All right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody, for checking in tonight and hearing us get prepared for November 16th. Hopefully after today or the next couple of days, whenever we find out the results of this election, it's positive and we can celebrate November 16th at the Sunnybrook Ballroom.
I love that. Thank you, Angel, so much, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, Morgan.
Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. All 14 contestants accounted for, and accountable. And we are so excited that on November 16th, we get to see them all live in action, doing their things to go for the crown of Miss Gay Pennsylvania America 2024. Thank you all for tuning in tonight and the other episodes as well. I appreciate you all so much. And please, if you haven't yet, please hit that share button. And also don't forget to check out MissGayPennsylvaniaAmerica.com to get your tickets, to get your merch, and to just see what's going on with the Pennsylvania system. Thank you again so much, and I hope to see you all on November 16th, November 15th, and November 16th. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your evening.